What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do an unboxing and review of the Noise Master Buzz earbuds. Was brought to my attention by one of the commenters, hopefully subscribers to the channel. You know who you are. Huge shout out to you, as your name escapes me at the moment, but give you all the props in the world for bringing this to my attention. Went ahead and pricked these up. Very interested to see how these guys rumble. They are excuse me, the sound is by Bose. So similar to the Moto Buds Plus, their sound was also done by Bose. So very interesting how Bose is spreading out and getting in, collabs and stuff with other brands and everything. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the price and specs on these guys. Again, huge shout out to that commenter / subscriber who put me on game to these. So let's go ahead and dive in. As far as price, you can get these guys for $109. They come in three colors. You got Onyx, which is the color I have here, silver, and titanium. All right. As far as excuse me, Bluetooth version, these guys Bluetooth AAC. I'm sorry, Bluetooth version 5.4. I'm sorry, with codec support for AAC, SPC, and LDAC. All right, or not LDAC. I'm sorry, LDHC 5.0. I am all over the map with this one. All right. As far as noise canceling, they do have adaptive ANC with blocks sound up to 49 decibels. At least that's what they say. We'll definitely test that out. As far as battery life goes, each earbud, with the earbuds, you can get up to 6 hours of playback time. With the case, you can get up to 44 hours. Fast charging, what they call Insta Charge, 10 minutes will get you 6 hours of playback time. That is fantastic. So you can literally charge the earbuds to max in 10 minutes. Nice. However, there is no wireless charging on the case, and charging time for the case from 0 to 100 is 90 minutes. All right. So as far as water resistance go, these guys are already rated IPX5, so you can take these to the gym and get sweaty, no problem. As far as the features go, they rock a Bluetooth, excuse me, not Bluetooth, I'm sorry. They rock 12.4 millimeter peak plus titanium drivers. So I'm interested to see how the sound is produced out of these with that combination of materials for their drivers. Of course, like I said, sound is tuned by Bose, which really perks your ears up as well. You got spatial audio, in-ear detection. You got 6 mic ENC for clear phone calls, touch controls, Google Fast Pair, Multipoint connectivity, and app support for Android and iOS. All right, so let's go ahead and get these guys popped open. Pop out the Cricket. All right, here we go. Yeah, very interested to see how these guys are. I like that. I like the box. I like how it's got that silver right there. Nice presentation. Very clean look. I like that. Almost like vinyl. All right, let's go ahead and make sure there's. Oh, we gotta crack the seal here. Oh, bump the microphone. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get into the box. All right. Here we go. Nothing underneath there. Okay. We've got the earbuds in case here. We'll come back to these. Let's see what filler there. Let's see what we have inside. All right. Looks like we've got. This is our earbuds, or tips rather. One fell out. All right, so we've got, looks like some of them are missing here. They might have fell out inside the box. Looks like we got some large and small here. Looks like they might have fell out inside the box here. Let's see. Oh, I like that. Look at that. This has to be, oh no, this is a sticker. Or stickers. Sorry, there's more. This one here and this one here. Okay. Like that with the reflective look. You got the congratulations, you've arrived. You are now part of an elite community of audiophile and sound aficionados. Your impeccable taste has found its perfect match in the Master Buds. Feel the power of exceptional sound mastered by the masters themselves. All right, and then you open it up. You can download the Noise app, which we will definitely be doing. And of course, you can download the user manual, which I'll probably be doing as well. Okay, so let's see what else we got in here. We've got our USB-C to USB-C charging cable. Not a long cable. Let's see. I almost don't want to take this out, but here we go. Yep, that's what I figured. A short cable. But that's okay. Not a problem there. Whoops. Just put that back in. All right, let's see what else. And of course, the rest of our earbuds there. Like I said, they fell out, so you got your large and your small, which means that the mediums are on the earbuds themselves. So this is what comes in the box. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up, and let's take a look at the buds themselves. All right, we again got everything cleaned up, and let's go ahead and take a look at the case and earbuds. Oh, rip that off. All right, here we go. All right, kind of reminds me of the Bose Quiet Comfort cases. Very similar in style and design. I love this like vinyl record. Yeah, it's even feels like a vinyl record front here. We got your noise branding here in the front. This is your LED at the 2 o'clock position. You know, that's for charging and pairing and everything. Very nice. I like the style. All right, the top, noise, sound by Bose. Okay, and you got your USB-C charging port here in the bottom. And on the back, similar to the, almost exactly like the Quiet Comfort line, you got your charging port here in the back. Or, excuse me, your pairing button here in the back. Sorry. Very nicely done. Let's go ahead and crack these open. Oh, I like that. Look, it's already in pairing mode. Remember, these do have Google Fast Pair, which we will take a look at and test out here. I like the look of these. You got your matte finish all around with your gloss accents here. Gloss accents here down the beam, down the arm with noise branding here on it. So you can get that. Very nice. I actually really do like the way these look. They did take some, got some look. Remind me of the other ones, like your, almost like your OnePlus Opens and your, not OnePlus Opens, but your OnePlus earbuds. You've got your Huawei's and things like that. So they do have that look to them. All right, let's go ahead and put these in. I'm going to take these, both of them out. Now, they both have the medium ear tips in. All right. Let me go ahead and switch the camera around. All right, so here they are. This is what they look like in the ear. Very comfortable. Now, the stem is not as long. I like that. It doesn't go all the way down to here, but it's a nice, decent size. Very clean. Very nice. Very comfortable. I'm not having any problem. I probably more likely will go with the larger the large ear tips to swap them out for my testing and everything, because although the mediums are nice and comfortable, I don't think I'm getting a really good seal at this point. So I'll look at getting those in, maybe even moving on to the Omnis or something like that, something from SpinFit later on, if it strikes me on that. All right, so let's go ahead and get these. I'm about to take these out. Let's go ahead and get these paired up, test that Google Fast Pair feature, and take a walk through the app. All right, let's go ahead and get these guys paired up, test that Google Fast Pair feature. So here we go. We're going to crack that open. Boom, there it is. Noise Buds 1. Okay, let's go ahead and connect. That was a really fast connection here with that Google Fast Pair. All right, we're all set up here.
But first you'll have to unlock your device.
And done. I got something over here talking. So, all right, so let's go ahead and take a walk through that. I'm going to pull these out real fast. And then let's go ahead. I went ahead and downloaded the app from the App Store. So let's go ahead and take a look in. It's called Noise Audio. Looks like I got to create an account. So let me go ahead and get that taken care of and we can take a walk through. All right, got them connected, went in, did my login and everything. Got them all set up in the app. Let's go ahead and take a quick walkthrough. First things first, let's see how they are if we open up and go on the tablet. Okay, nice look there. All right, everything seems to be pretty much in place. Let's go back to the main screen. Okay, I think we're missing a few things in the wide. Yeah, definitely missing a few things in the tablet screen. So we'll stick out here with the front screen. All right, you got the name of the earbuds connected to it. It says Noise Buds 1. Okay, you got your color here, your buds there. You got your battery levels for both left and right earbuds. And then you got your options here. You got noise control, touch gestures, equalizer. You got your gear, your settings button, and your accounts button. All right, so there you go. You got that there for your profile. I'll put a picture up there later on. Let's go ahead and take a look into the settings. In here, you can go in where you got your Find My Earbuds, product guide, app update, your profile yet again, firmware update. This is for the phone, or for the earbuds rather, and terms and conditions. Now, one of the things you want to do always is you want to make sure that you check for a firmware update. And looks like there is one here. So before we continue on, I'm gonna go ahead and do this update. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's back up. I think that, yeah, let's go ahead and finish this real quick, and then I'll run the update. All right. So here you got your noise controls. You can go in, you can make your adjustments. You got ANC off, ANC on, and you got your different levels of ANC on, and then you have your transparency mode turned on. All right, and then of course you can save your adjustment, meaning locking it in. Once you decide this is what you want, you can save it, and therefore it's there, it's locked in until you change it in the app. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into touch gestures. All right, you can do customized left and right. You got in-ear detection switch. You can turn that off and on. So let's go ahead and jump into the left. All right, you got single tap, double tap, triple tap, and then tap and hold options. So let's see, you got tap. Let me back up. I did something there. Customize, single tap. You can't play pause on a single tap? Interesting. This is on the left earbud. So you can only do tap down or none. Man, I don't understand this here. So that's on the left. So the only thing you could do is either none or volume down. So we're going to go ahead with volume down on that one. Now, if you double tap, you can do all kinds of stuff. Play, pause, skip and reverse track. So we're going to hit play. This is the, we're going to play pause on a double tap. Triple tap. We'll go, hold on, let me back up. We're going to switch this up. But you do got options here in the touch controls. It's just it took me back that on the single tap, you can only use your volume. You can't do anything with your, as far as play pause being the single tap and everything. That really threw me back a little bit on this one. I'm a little. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play on that. I started playing and got ahead of myself, so I'll go ahead and get that fixed later on, and then we'll check that out. All right, and of course you got your equalizer here. You got a 3-band equalizer, and you also have some presets. You got default, jazz, club, rock, and custom. So you can go ahead and adjust accordingly to these. So there we have that there. This really threw me for a loop. I'm not used to that. All right, so I'll play around with that EQ a little later on. All right, and I think that's it for this app. It's just streamlined, little. Not your conventional type of app, but it's still got some conventional look to it. But when I went into those settings, just the way they behave as far as what they allow you to do with certain touch options there, just threw me for a loop. But still, a nice looking app. I like the way it looks, and it just that was just the one thing that bugged me. All right, so let's go ahead and continue our testing. All right, we're back in. We're going to go ahead and test the multi-point connectivity feature for the Master Buds. So we already know that we have them paired up and connected to the Z Fold 6. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and turn off Bluetooth here. All right, we're going to drop these guys back in the case. All right. We'll fire these up and put them in pairing. All right. Our Google Fast Pair to the tablet. Whoops. I hit the button there. There we go. All right. It says it's done. I'll download the app later for the tablet. So let's go ahead and pull these guys out. And let's go ahead into the Z Fold 6 and turn on Bluetooth again. We'll go into details. All right, so now automatically they're already connected to my Z Fold 6. And they're connected. I hate when I do that. Come on. Like I was saying, connected to the phone and to the Tab S10 Ultra. So Multipoint does work. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull some video. And we're going to check it out here. Keep bumping the mic there. All right, here we go. Pause that. All right, here we go. All right, so we got that set up. Got our set up on the Z Fold 6. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and hit play on the Z Fold 6. All right, got audio there. Let's pause that. Now let's go here to the tab that's 10 Ultra. We got audio here. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if audio will transfer, well switch rather, from the tablet to the phone, and so that way we don't have to pause or do an extra step. But let's see if that works. All right, so auto switching does not work. As you can see, it started to play the video from the phone, from the Z Fold 6, even though the audio was coming from the S10 Ultra. So the auto switch doesn't work. There is none there, but you do have multi-point connectivity. Again, not having auto switch is not a deal breaker for me, but at this time, at this point in time, not having multi-point pretty much is. All right, so let's go ahead and continue our testing. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to test the mono mode feature on these and the in-ear detection. We're going to see how fast the in-ear detection works and if we can listen to one earbud while the other one's in the case charging. All right, so let's go ahead and hit play. Okay, we got that in. So we're going to start off with the right earbud. All right, and pause really quickly with the in-ear detection. Very nice. All right, we're going to put the right one in the case, closed it. Now hit play. Audio is coming out of the left earbud. Okay, so far so good. It works with the right earbud. So let's go ahead and pop that one in. All right, now we got audio coming out of both earbuds. Let's go with the left. Again, in-ear detection responds very quickly. So let's go ahead and drop the left one in. Close the case. Let's hit play. Again, audio is playing out of the right earbud, so you can listen to one of these individually while the other one's charging, effectively doubling the battery life on these. Very nice. Let's continue. All right, what we want to test now is the touch controls. All right, so again, kind of weird on how they have it set up. You do have a full range, single, double, triple, then touch and hold, but the features that are available for those sets is kind of weird in my opinion. But I did go through and I picked them the best that I can, so I can actually demonstrate them here on the phone. So let's get to it. All right, so we got some LL going on. So let's go ahead and hit play. All right, now I got audio in the earbuds. All right, so now my single press on the left will lower my volume. So you know the volume going down. Okay? It's just steady going down. It's a good response. It responds really quick. Now my right single press will increase the volume. As you can see, the volume's going up. Again, very responsive. All right, now the double tap will take on the right earbud will take me to the next song. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, I'm sorry, that's play pause. See, I'm all messed up. It's got me all messed up. So double press on both the left and right earbud will pause or play the audio. So I paused it with the right. I'm playing with the left. 1, 2. There we go. All right, completely got me thrown off. All right, so triple presses on the right earbud will take me to the next next song, and triple press on the left will take me to either the beginning of the song or the previous. So let's go ahead and try that. On the right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, now on the left, 1, 2, 3. Took me back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Then it took me back to the previous song. Now, I have the press and hold set to provide us the our assistant. So you press and hold. Why is the water wet? All right, so it answers there. Now I got that set for both the left and right earbud for this test. I probably will go ahead and change it to like noise canceling or something like that for one. But this is definitely how it works. Does a really good job. Very Let me go ahead and close this out because I hear my man in my. Let's pause that. All right, so it does a very smooth job. Very responsive. One of the touch controls is just the ones they allow you to have doing for certain touches. It throws me off, and I think you should have access to everything on all the touches and be able to make your own mind up there. But anyway, it's a really good feature there. Does a really good job. Let's continue.
This is a mic test with the Noise Master Buds earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noise Master Buds earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noise Master Bud earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Noise Master Bud earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, well, we out for a ANC test with the Noise Master Buds. As you can see, they're in the air. We're in the parking lot. We got good wind. We got some traffic behind me. And right now we are in ambient sound mode. Put that up so you can see it. We're in ambient mode now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and flip these guys over to noise canceling. Whoops. All right, we got noise canceling. We got it set to high. Let me go ahead and show you guys that. All right, ANC levels high. Okay, and I had to say, it did quiet down a lot of the sound from the street, from the highway, or not the highway, I guess the main road out here, and definitely calmed down some of the wind noise that I was hearing in ambient mode. I have not switched out the ear tips. I'm still rocking the medium ones, and they're doing a wonderful job with just those. So I'm very impressed with that. I can only imagine how they would do with the large ear tips in. But again, is it knocking down 100% of the sound? No. But it did knock it down quite a bit compared to the ambient setting, which I could hear everything. And it did a real good job of being transparent, but these are doing pretty good knocking out the sound. Now, how would I rate these? If I like from 1 to 10, 1 being absolute trash, 10 being the best. Considering that I'm using the medium ear tips and not the large, I'm gonna go with a solid 8 on these because I'm anticipating that the larger ear tips would do a better job of isolating the sound, but they're doing a fantastic job. So I'm gonna give these guys a solid 8 when it comes to noise canceling. All right, so this has been an ANC test for the Noise Master Buds. Nicely done. All right, we are back in for the sound test. We're going to do a curveball here. I usually shoot these and do my testing with the Z Fold 6, but this time we got a little something special. We're going to really take advantage of the LHDC 5.0 codec in these earbuds. So we're going to bring in the OnePlus Open, ladies and gentlemen. We have it in the fold. We are going ahead and get this in. Shout out to the Gadget Goddess for hooking me up on this one. Let me go ahead and get it in. All right. So we'll go ahead and use it here. Real quick, want to show you guys that it's already connected. And LHDC is on deck. So we are ready to go. All right, let's go back in. I want to show you all the equalizer quick. Those are my settings. All right, and we got our first song ready. Let's check our volume level. All right, we're going to be right at about 65%. That's where I like it. All right, here we go. Song number 1. Let me back up. Okay. Now I did go ahead and switch into the larger ear tip before this test. All right. Nice clarity. Okay. Nice wide sound stage. Uh, the background vocalist sound a little recessed to me. Again, you're getting the detail, the enunciation, and everything. Let me switch this camera. Very clear. I like the echoing as well. Very clear sounding. Again, got good spacing with the background vocalists, but they sound a little recessed, like I mentioned before. All right. Again, let me put this on picture in picture. Again, very clear. I liked it. I liked the enunciation. I liked the nuance and everything that it was providing. Yeah, good spacing, like I said, but it just something just wasn't hitting with that one. I don't know. Um, all right, let's go ahead and move into our second song here. We'll go in. You hit E40. Here we go. Ooh. Let me back up. Hold on. Let me play it back. Oh, that bass is thunderous. And the low end, the reverb fades with what ripples in a pond. Oh, that bass is clean. Let me max this out. Let me see. Ooh. Oh yeah. All right, you gotta bring that back. Bring that back down some. Man, that bass is serious. Oh. Ooh. And it's clean too. Doesn't sound distorted, even if I'm go up to a higher volume level. And that reverb, oh, I love it. This is it fades away nicely. Again, the lyrics sound very clear. E40 as well as T-Pain. Very clear. All right, I just got into it, and it just sounds so clean, so clear with the back with the bass was just insane. It was insane. I like the clarity. Again, the auto tune smoothed out at the beginning with T Pain, so I was a lot of phones, a lot of earbuds rather, have been doing that lately when it comes to like the at least from what I hear, at least when it comes to the high pitch, the tinny sound, it kind of smoothed it out in their later iterations of their earbuds and their headphones. So I really appreciate that. But I still want to point that out when I can. But man, that bass was sinister. Mm, 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 mm. So clean. So clean. All right. Let's go ahead and get into our final song here. Man, that oh that had bass that like they made had bass like the Rex Fives and up there in that area, the Den and Pearl Pros and up in that ilk up there, man. That bass was nice. All right, here we go. Final song. All right, nice and crisp. I like that. With the keyboard, got that nice little nugget they leave in there. That little low end little bass nugget. And I love just the echoing, the detail, the echoing. Very nice. Okay. Again, now we got the rattling instrument. Very, again, moving around. You can hear the width of the soundstage just by the way it's moving around. Ooh. Oh, here's that bass. Ooh. That's clean. That is really clean. And I got the clanging instrument in the left ear too. Oh man, this is serious. Oh, that drop too. Mm. Now we got the wave sound in. Sounding really clear. Ooh. Let me see. Turn this up a little bit. Oh man. Now if I had this at this volume right here, we'd be doing something. I might have to tweak some settings here with the One Plus, but man, they sound so clean. Oh goodness! Oh, I done went over my time and everything. I just got so wrapped up into it. It sound really good. Oh, just so crisp with the instruments, and then that bass. Oh, that bass was chef's kiss. All right, man, that was so much fun. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. We're going to talk about my likes and dislikes. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. Let's talk about my likes and dislikes of the Noise Master Buds earbuds. First of all, let's talk about my dislikes. Right off the bat, I don't like the way the touch controls are set up for these earbuds. I really think that you should have full range of all your controls, single, double, triple, touch and hold. You should be able to choose any feature uh, or any setting for each of those touch controls on there. The fact that they disable certain features depending on the touch sequence, I don't like that. I really don't. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. I guess you could put the app itself on the. Oh yeah, speaking of, there's another one. The equalizer. I wish there were a little, at least one more band in it. I know it's kind of similar to the Bose, the equalizer on the Bose app, where you only get like three settings. I guess when you talk about the quiet comforts and everything like that. I really wish you had some more. I guess bands for the equalizer and everything. Let me see. I think that about covers that. Um, oh, let me see. I'm guess. Yeah, that I think that covers it. Actually, no, one more. I the how the recess the background vocalist sound in the last song. Well, during the sound test. It is. I don't know if it was just that song, because they sound a little recessed, clear, very clear, uh, and but they sound recessed, and I wish that they were a little bit loud, maybe a tick or two louder naturally. I mean, when I turned them up and got them into like the 75% sound volume level, they sound perfect. If I could have that volume at like 60, 65, you really be doing something there. And I think I'm done with my dislikes. Let's go ahead and talk about my likes first. I like how thin the case is. Gives you that quiet comfort look and feel. I love the like almost like the record type of design here, and the 2 o'clock but LED. Absolutely love that. I think that's a nice touch there. As far as aesthetics, these things really look good, especially just popping them out and just having it open like that, with the buzz sticking out with that black gloss with the gray matte finish behind it. It just looks really good, just like that. Just the design of these earbuds is pretty much, I want to say cookie cutter, but I guess that's the best way to describe it. But they still look good. I like the color design, the matte going with the gloss down the down the boom mic arm here. It just looks really good. I just like this gray. I guess they call it silver here, or no, this is the onyx. Sorry, the onyx version. So I'd actually like this. I did request the titanium, but they were sold out. So I went ahead and grabbed these ones here because I really wanted to get them in. I just absolutely like the sound of these. They sound really good. Again, I wish they had a couple more bands on the equalizer, but the bass on these is insane. I'm telling you, it's up there with the Rex 5s, the Denon Pro Pros, somewhere in there with the Bose, Sony. I think I'll put these somewhere in there, and they sound just that good. Oh, this is fantastic! Just a really good sound. I'm trying to think if I cover everything. Again, no wireless charging. That's a dislike, but they're taking the roles of like Bose, where they don't have the wireless charging on the case itself. Like this here, I had to get the case cover so I can fire them up wirelessly. I'm rocking the 60th anniversary editions here of the Quiet Comfort Ultras, but you get what I'm saying here. I had to get the case just so I can get wireless charging in it, because just even this is the Ultra, so this looks a little bit bigger, but that's what they do. So that's Bose, and I think Noise is following in that footsteps. So, but a really good pair of earbuds for the price. I think I covered all my likes and dislikes on these. So let's go ahead and close this out. So this has been an unboxing and review of the Noise Master Buds earbuds. A very, very good earbud for the price. Huge shout out to the commenter in one of my videos. Hopefully he's a subscriber. You know who you are. Big ups for bringing this to my attention. This was a really good review. I can't wait to put these guys up against some earbuds in that $100 price range and see how they stack. I got quite a few they can go up against. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're in the market for a budget pair of earbuds, by all means take a look at these. I highly recommend it. And that will wrap it up here. Make sure if you like, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to join me as I continue my journey with these videos and others, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this and others drop. And especially the Gauntlet series for this one, you definitely want to tune in for that. Again, thanks for coming out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.